I have never seen this intense an effort by the Democrat machine, including the pollsters. We know these polls are all conducted by people who want Obama reelected, who want the Obama agenda. The polls now are just being used as another tool of voter suppression. The polls are an attempt to not reflect public opinion, but to shape it. Yours. I want to depress the heck out of you.
A lot of the polls, people could, all weekend long would ask me, well, what do you think? The polls show that Obama's still doing, well. He's up in this poll, that poll.
There are three sources of distortion in these polls you're looking at.
Oh, Rush and Sean and that other guy have a big problem tonight because of a new poll that they cannot blame on the lefty propaganda machine. In a new Fox News poll of likely voters, President Obama and Joe Biden lead Mitt Romney and Paul Ryan 48-43. That incumbent ticket also has a 14-point lead among women voters. In that same Fox News poll, President Obama's job approval rating is at 50%. 57% of people say that they are as well or better off than they were 4 years ago. And with new numbers about an hour old, statistician Nate Silver of the New York Times 538 blog forecasts as of tonight that on November 6th, President Obama will win 315 Electoral College votes. Mitt Romney will win 223. And President Obama has an 81% chance of winning the election, while Mitt Romney has a 19% chance. Joining me now is Ari Melber, correspondent for The Nation and MSNBC contributor. Ari, I want you to hear something that President Obama just said in Las Vegas, talking about the Republican obsession with taxes.
This is their prescription for everything. Tax cuts in good times, tax cuts in bad times, tax cuts when we're at peace, tax cuts when we're at war, tax cuts to help you lose those few extra pounds, tax cuts to give your love life that extra kick.
He's turning it into a joke.
Yeah. I think he's turned it into a joke, and he's turned it on them. I mean, the Washington Post poll had Obama's trust on taxes at 43% 2 weeks ago. It is up to 50%, tracing with the polls you just introduced. The Democrats and Barack Obama have done something remarkable. They've taken taxes, an issue that Republicans, as you know from your time in the Senate, for decades have used as a cudgel against Democrats, and they're winning on the taxes issue, among others.
And we got to look at this ad. They have a new 30-second ad out about taxes. Let's listen to this.
I'm Barack Obama, and I approve this message.
Mitt Romney. He won't reveal what's in his taxes, and he won't tell you what he'd do to yours. To pay for huge new tax breaks for millionaires like him, Romney would have to raise taxes on the middle class. $2,000 for a family with children, says a nonpartisan report. You could lose the deduction for your home mortgage, college tuition, health care. How much would you pay? Romney just won't say.
Most effective Democratic campaign ad on taxation possibly in history, right there.
Yeah.
He won't reveal what's in his taxes, and he won't tell you what he'd do to yours.
Exactly. It's vintage Bill Clinton. It's what we saw last week that I think was very effective. There's a problem with Mitt Romney being a rich phony who won't tell you the truth about himself, or, as you've said before, what he wants to do to your taxes, to your livelihood. And I think that's very effective.
What would the potency of that ad be if you couldn't say that part about he won't reveal what's in his taxes?
Right.
That's the first line.
Yeah, no, I don't think it goes as far. And that's the funny thing. Republicans, I think, they dislike Mitt Romney for all kinds of other reasons. He's not conservative enough. But I think they're going to learn that he's also really hurting them on the big pet Grover Norquist issue, because he's such an unreliable messenger here.
And they seem to have thought in Camp Romney that, we can get by this tax return thing. Mm-hmm. They'll give up. The media has, and by the way, the media does historically have a habit of, if you stonewall them in a campaign for about 2 weeks, they tend to stop asking the question. That's not working this time.
It's not working. I think that we are in a different media ecosystem. I do think that the instant fact-checking and Twitter and sort of the fact that the secret back channel has now become more public online means that issues don't die as easily. Larry Flint is offering $1 million bounty for anyone with information on Mitt Romney's taxes. That fed about 3,000 web hits just this week. And then we've got the debate starting in October. I don't think this Obama campaign, which, as you said, has been all over the tax issue, I don't think they're going to let it go quietly through those 3 debates.
All right, we'll see how Rush Limbaugh and Sean Hannity attack the Fox News poll tomorrow on their shows. Ari Melber gets tonight's last word. Thanks, Ari.
Thank you.
The Ed Show is up next.